So that's how you want to play it, old man? No dessert? Oh, sure. We'll eat our dinner right after you eat this.
The highly anticipated sequel to Inside Out is officially in the works, and we have never been happier. Everyone can't wait to see the return of their beloved emotions of Riley and watch them go on another wholesome adventure. So, if you are that fan searching for some information on Inside Out 2, we are thrilled to let you know that you are in the right place. Sit tight and don't go anywhere as we run down every question that you would probably have concerning Inside Out 2.
Hey, Sadness, did you hear about the party that we're having?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Joey.
When will Inside Out 2 be released?
Isn't this nice? You can see everything from up here.
Last year, Pixar made an official announcement via Twitter that the sequel would be released on the 14th of June, 2024. It's next year, guys.
Sorry. Riley needs to be happy. Joy?
Why will Inside Out 2 be released?
This is the circle of sadness. Your job is to make sure that all the sadness stays inside of it.
A lot of people kind of thought that the first movie ended on a good note. Everything was wrapped up nicely, and there was no hint whatsoever that the movie would need a continuation. In spite of this, the news that there would be a sequel was still met with great excitement. We mean, who would not want another dose of these lovable characters? To add to this, we are very sure that the filmmakers have some fresh ideas up their sleeves.
Thank you. We will. Her teacher hasn't even seen Riley all day.
What?
What was she wearing last? Do you even remember what?
The theaters of streaming services.
I'm not actually sure what she does.
While we already have an official release date, some things will remain unseen. At this moment, nobody knows if the sequel will hit the theaters or would be made available on Disney+. More animated movies like Soul, Turning Red, and Luca will release on Disney+, which indicates that Pixar is not against the idea of having some of its films on the streaming service. And we must say that these movies did significantly well. But the same cannot be said for Lightyear. This film was released in theaters last year and did not do well at the box office. Garnering about $226 million for a budget of $200 million is an all-time low for such a beloved franchise. We think the movie would have done better if it had been released on a streaming service. This definitely gives the big guys a lot to think about when Inside Out 2 is ready to be released. As of now, we cannot say which option the animation company will take, so we'll just have to wait and see. Which of these would you prefer and why? Let us know in the comments.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. We can fix this. We just need to get back to headquarters.
What would be the plot of Inside Out 2?
Oh no, we're crying at school!
What? Sadness, what are you doing?
We must say that this is one question that gets us excited every time we try to talk about it. Inside Out 1 was so good that you just know the sequel would be just as good. Now that we have all seen the trailer, there are so many speculations and wild guesses as regards what the sequel would be about. But before we get into the thrones and twists of expect, let us talk about where the first movie left off. The first movie's plot revolves around an 11-year-old Riley and her feelings. Literally. It was a beautiful plot. We remember how refreshing it was to see emotions like joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust come to life and help her new life in a new city. In the end, Joy and Sadness agree to work together to restore Riley's personality by creating a new core memory. In the process, they find a new button on the control panel that is tagged puberty. This opens up new possibilities for Inside Out 2. With such a significant shift, the filmmakers could make the sequel about Riley as a young adult who has just hit puberty and is trying to navigate her life. We think this is possible because time jumps are kind of common with animated sequels. We know you can agree with us that watching Riley as a teenager would make for a killer movie. If she is going through her teenage phase, we can only imagine how she will handle the, let's just say, pressure. It is possible that she is going to be a rebellious and snarky teen. We can already see the piercings, dyed hair, and maybe some tattoos. Alright, we know that is a bit of a stretch, but we can dream, right? We also hope to get more evolved emotions from Riley. We mean, a peek inside little Riley's head was good, but imagine now that she is a teenager. We all know what it is like to be teenagers, so we are expecting each and every bit of that experience.
My friend Meg plays forward, and my dad's the coach. Pretty much everyone in my family skates.
What would the cast look like?
Riley can't live here.
He's right.
The worst.
Really bad.
It's absolutely the worst.
This house
It's the
stinks.
worst place I've ever been in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
We must say that we love the cast of Inside Out. Everyone was amazing. Talking about the cast for Inside Out 2, we can see that one cast member has already been confirmed to return, and that is none other than Amy Poehler, who voices Joy in the movie. An announcement was made at the D23 Expo that Amy would be reprising her role in the sequel. Amy has quite the portfolio when it comes to voice acting, but her performance as Joy in this movie is outstanding. The rest of the cast includes Mindy Kaling, who voices Disgust, Bill Hader, who voices Fear, Caitlin Diaz, who voices Riley, and Phyllis Smith, who voices Sadness, just to mention a few. For the rest of the cast, there has not been any confirmation on them. There are also rumors that some of them would not be returning for the sequel, and if we are being honest, it is very hard to imagine why. Fingers crossed, that is all it is. Just a bad rumor. But if it isn't, we guess that it has something to do with the introduction of new emotions voiced by a new set of actors. We will get back to this in a moment. For now, we will add that there will be some more cast confirmations in the coming months, so stay glued to our channel. We will keep you updated on everything Inside Out.
Get rabies! Get off of me!
Hey, all through the drive, Dad talked about how cool our new room is.
Will there be new emotions?
Sorry.
Yes, we can definitely expect Riley to develop new emotions. It would be great to see Riley feel and navigate through new emotions for the first time. Get ready to join Riley's emotional roller coaster because the introduction of new characters was confirmed at the D23 Expo. That was all that was confirmed though. At this moment, the new emotions for Inside Out 2 have not been disclosed yet, but we certainly have some ideas of our own. We would love to hear from you. What typical emotions are you expecting to see in a teenage Riley? Love? Anxiety? Let us know in the comments.
Saw a pizza place down the street. Maybe we could try that.
Pizza sounds delicious.
Yes,
Right on, that's good.
Who would be directing Inside Out 2?
Joy. Yes, Joy? You'll be in charge of the console, keeping Riley happy all day long. And may I add, I love your dress. It's adorable. Oh, this old thing? Thank you so much. I love the way it twirls.
Everyone is mostly concerned about what the movie would look like, but only a few stop to wonder who would be the man or woman behind it all. We cannot begin to emphasize the importance of having a good director work on a movie project. They determine the look and feel of the movie and are responsible for the major decisions of the movie. Basically, there are the guys with the creative vision of the film. Nobody can deny how good the first Inside Out movie was. It was directed by Pete Docter, who also co-wrote the script with Meg LaFauve and Josh Cooley. This guy is a Pixar royalty at this point. He has directed a couple of Pixar fan favorites such as Monsters Inc., Soul, and Up. However, Inside Out 2 will not be directed by Pete. Instead, Kelsey Mann has been confirmed to be directing the sequel. This would be a first for Kelsey, as this will be his first time directing a Pixar feature film. We can't wait to see what he does with the sequel, and we are confident that he will do just fine. We mean, he might not have directed, but he has been a part of some good movies, like The Good Dinosaur, Monsters University, Lightyear, and Onward. These are really good films, and Kelsey was a part of the creative team in different capacities for each one of them.
I know, I'm sorry. Something's wrong with me. It's like I'm having a breakdown.
You're not having a breakdown. It's stress.
Who will be writing Inside Out 2?
Don't let anything happen to these.
Got it.
Add the reality distortion filter.
While some things will not be changing with regard to the production of the sequel. While the original director would not be returning, it has been confirmed that Meg LaFauve, who co-wrote with him, would write the screenplay for Inside Out 2. We love that one of the writers of Inside Out would be working on the sequel. The first movie had a good story that really helped to carry the entire movie. The story revolves around Riley adapting to a less than ideal situation for her, and at the same time, processing her emotions. Our favorite part was how Riley's joy had to accept her sadness. It really was a beautiful and impactful story. We know that Inside Out 2 is in good hands and that Meg will deliver an even more wholesome plot for Inside Out 2. We are very excited to see what she comes up with, how she would develop the new characters, the original characters, and how they would blend seamlessly into one another. We could not be any more excited for Inside Out 2. It has been a long wait since 2015, and we know we speak for everyone when we say we cannot wait to be submerged into this wonderful world of emotions again. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and leave those comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos like this.
Diversion!
What?
So long, sucker!
Ow, I hurt all over.
Wait,